Palmi Saha joining us for a little more on that, on Rahul Gandhi, the comment that he's made, in fact, the fact that he is now being convicted by a Surat court. How does it really affect his prospects as an MP? Palmi, maybe you could tell us. There are calls and cries now that the Congress should decide to suspend Rahul Gandhi from the party itself. He's merely an MP, ultimately, within the party now. So, what next for Rahul? Ideally, if this had happened to any other leader within the Congress or any other party, what would have been the ideal repercussion for that Neta?
That's right. You know, as far as Section 8 of the People's Representation Act goes, Rahul Gandhi, because of his conviction of 2 years, the jail term which has been handed out to him, he could in fact attract disqualification. That is what has happened in this particular case. He's attracted disqualification, but it's because it says, the rule says 2 years or more. But what has happened in Rahul Gandhi's favor is that jail term, that sentence which has been pronounced by the Surat City Court today, stands suspended for 30 days. He is on bail at the moment, and that sentence has been suspended for 30 days. So Rahul Gandhi now has a window of 30 days to appeal this verdict in a higher court. So while that sentence stands suspended, and while of course it is very likely that he will be moving within this 30-day window, a higher court appealing the verdict of the Surat City Court, that process of disqualification cannot be initiated against him. And in the case, if the higher court in that case in fact suspends the conviction which has been handed out to him by the Surat City Court, then disqualification as a procedure cannot be moved against Rahul Gandhi. So while in this case, because of the jail term of 2 years, he has in fact attracted that has attracted disqualification, it currently cannot be moved against him. So as far as Rahul Gandhi is concerned, he will obviously be seeking a reversal of the lower court ruling, like I said, within the 30-day window that he has to appeal at the moment, because that's a sentence stands suspended at the moment. He faces no immediate disqualification risk as a member of parliament. Despite the sentence that has been given out, disqualification will depend on the higher court ruling. There is a very, very recent precedent in this case, Nabila, that has happened, and as you can see, it will all depend on that higher court ruling. Very recent case is about a Lakshadweep member of parliament from the NCP party, Mohammad Faisal. He was convicted by a lower court in Lakshadweep as far as an attempt to murder case, an old attempt to murder case was concerned against him. He was convicted in that matter. Obviously, the jail term was more than 2 years. He was immediately disqualified from the Lok Sabha. By-polls even for that specific seat in Lakshadweep were announced by the Election Commission of India. Mohammad Faisal appealed against this lower court conviction in the Kerala High Court. The Kerala High Court suspended his appeal, because of which that notification by the Election Commission to hold by-polls in the Lakshadweep seat, was withdrawn. So Mohammad Faisal continues to, the disqualification was basically withdrawn, so he continues to be a member of parliament. In cases like this, which involves members of parliament and it impacts their tenure as MPs, it is likely that the higher court will also give a verdict on Rahul Gandhi's appeal when he of course goes to a higher court as soon as possible. It won't be a long ongoing trial, if I may.
All right. Rahul Gandhi wants to appeal against this. The Congress has already said they're going to take this to a higher court. Let's see how that pans out. But Palmi, thank you very much for now joining us.